Okay, hey guys, welcome to our first podcast. I am Debargo and with me here is Onargo. And I think we will call ourselves the unusual yappers for this one. What do
Yeah,
you say
yeah,
about that, Onargo?
right. And this is the unusual
Okay,
podcast, episode one, and where
yes.
here we will discuss the best films and content of 2025. So,
Yes, so basically we run movie reviews for our channel, but this is more like a laid back thing where the movie reviews are a bit more formal and everything. So this is basically me and Honorco. We will just yap like we do every day, I think, for the last 2 years. But this is the first time it is getting recorded. That's the only difference. And we are talking in English, so that is also there.
yeah,
But yeah,
for
as
for
Honorco
yeah,
said,
for those of you who don't know, yeah, of course, if it's not clear from the title, we are Indians. We live in Kolkata. It's a
yes,
city in India.
yes.
You might know. So yeah, so that is the place you might know by
Yes, it is the
Satyajit
city
Ray.
of Chaya Not.
Satyajit Ray. No, no, not Chayanot. So those of you who don't know the contest, Chayanot is a film festival here. It's like a student-run film festival. So
Yeah,
it's different from the Kolkata International Film Festival. It's like Kolkata International Film Festival is where we
yeah,
watched most of these movies, as you have seen from our reviews. We have watched films at two festivals this year. One is Kolkata International Film Festival KIF, and IFI International Film Festival of India Goa, where I went. He wasn't able to go. Devarga wasn't able to go. Why weren't you able to go
yeah.
again?
I think exams, bro.
Oh, okay, right. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, these
yes,
two were
yes,
the festivals we
yes.
went to, and of course some smaller festivals like, of course, Chanat, which is not to be called smaller anymore because there are like
Yeah,
5 to 6 of these best films of the years which are going to be shown this year, as I heard from
yeah,
my friends
yeah,
at the Chanat organizing committee. So
yeah.
that is a pretty good thing, I guess. So enough of self promotion. So now I guess we should start with the video, and
Ye-
let's start with the honorable mentions. I think honorable mentions of this year.
Yes,
Yeah. So
so
this is
this
your
is
list.
my list.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So I, as you can see, we will start off with a bit of controversy here because the first film in my honorable mention list is It Was Just an Accident by Jafar Panay. Okay, so before I talk about it, Onarko, what is your opinion of me having this film not in my top 12 but in
Yeah.
honorable
It's like
mentions?
my opinion is your opinion is shit. So so that is my opinion. So yeah, not having this
Okay.
in the top 12 is
Okay.
a crime. So it's fine, but okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Eh,
so me and Anarko actually had a very different experience while watching this film because I watched this in my classroom and Anarko actually caught the screening of this at IFI Goa. So I think that does add to the difference of the experience of both of us. But for me, this film, I like everything about this film. Like, of course, there was a huge festival buzz surrounding this film, which of course made me have some very high expectations of this. And as I said in the review also for this, that for the first 1 hour, I found this film to be very ordinary. And I'm not saying that in a bad sense, like it was good and engaging, but it takes quite a time to set up its characters and worlds. But why this film, I think, is getting the praise that it is getting is I think it's because of the last 20 minutes of the film. And of course, Onargo will talk about that more because he got to experience that in the theater at EFI Goa. But yeah, I said this in the review also that I think It Was Just an Accident really has one of the, if not the best endings of this year or maybe forever. I don't know. I have like in uh I can't really remember from the top of my head a film ending this strong on such a strong note. So yeah, It Was Just an Accident is a very good film. I think everyone should watch it. And moving to the next film on my honorable mention list is Train Dreams. And there is also a lot of buzz about this. So, Honorable, I think I've seen this also,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Train
of
Dreams.
course, of course. I've seen most of
Yes,
these.
yes, yes. So, oh, right,
The
right, right.
most, I think,
Yeah.
all
So,
except I think the Naked Gun. Yeah, only one,
okay, okay,
only
okay,
one I didn't see. Baki,
okay.
I watched everything.
Yes. So, yeah, Train Dreams and everything. So, I will
Oh yeah,
just
Running Man
like
also.
fast
Running Man also,
forward.
I didn't get the time to watch.
Oh, right,
These two I
right.
didn't get.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think I will just fast forward through the honorable mentions list a bit because we have to get to the top 12 list also. So next in my list is Humans in the Loop, which is, I think, I think Humans in the Loop is only the second Indian film in this list, right? Can you just scroll down for a minute?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think Nodhorervala in this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Humans in the Loop is honestly a very big surprise for me this year. I was not aware of this film at all. I think Onargo is only the one who told me about this film in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first place. So yes, yes, yes. So I was not aware of it. I just watched it based on his recommendation, and I had a very fun time with this film. This is a very unique film, and it is
Actually, I
streaming on
want to I
Netflix
want to
now.
add one thing to this. Like humans
Yeah,
in the loop. What happened is ki if for some of you who don't know, we are also independent filmmakers. So we made a short film
yeah,
called Picture Maker slash Chobi Wala, which is its Bengali title. So a
hmm,
picture maker. The film went to a film festival at New Delhi called Celebrating India Film Festival. So I went there, but Devar again couldn't attend that too. I don't know why, but yeah, I went there. But when I went there, so Humans in the Loop was one of the films in the feature films competition. We were in the short film competition. This was in the feature film competition. So apparently, it won the feature film competition, Humans in the Loop, and we got the jury prize of the short film competition. So I met the director Aranya Sahai there at Celebrating India Film
hmm.
Festival. Later, I met him at IFI too, but that time I didn't get the time to watch the film. I only watched the film when it came to Netflix afterwards. But I met the director twice before it at two different film festivals, but I couldn't watch it. And after that, I saw how good of a film it was.
Yeah. Yeah, so Human is a Loop, I think it's really one of the gems from Indian films this year. I think it is a bit underrated at the moment. I think more people should check it out. It is on Netflix right now. And the next film in my list is Jay Kelly. Okay, so like this
Also,
is a
also
fun
on
thing about Jay
Netflix.
Kelly.
Also on Netflix.
Yeah, is it also on Netflix?
Yeah,
So
all the like Train
I have
Dreams,
been.
Humans in the Loop, J. Kelly, all three are on Netflix.
Yeah, yeah, right, right, right. So I actually had been putting this movie off for quite some time. Like Honorgo was telling me pretty much every day, like, watch this film, watch this JKL, it is very good. And even we are filmmakers ourselves. So JKL is a film about making films and everything. So of course there is that connection there. So I was actually very honestly not too excited to see this film. Like it was one of those films like, yeah, I think I will watch it before the year ends just to like, check it off the list that yeah, I have watched this. So I really had kind of no expectations from this, and when I sat down to watch it, I had a very pleasantly like very good time with this film. And this is very heartfelt, I would say, and of course there is that aspect of it that, as I said, we are independent filmmakers, so uh, we really connected to the filmmaking aspect of it. And I think this is also one of those films which ends very strong, like it was just an accident. Like the ending sequence of this film really hit hard, I think, for both of us, right, on our go.
Yeah, I told Rebargo that it reminded me of Babylon. So, like, a lot of people
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
like
yeah.
Babylon, but we both loved the film.
Yes,
But so Babylon ending was also similar to this, of course, but on a different note. I won't give spoilers for those
yes,
who didn't watch it.
yes, yes. So next on my honorable mention list is Bring Her Back.
Yeah,
And
which is
I
even on
think
my list.
yes, so I think Bring Her, actually 2025 was an interesting year because if you remember, like in the first 6 months of it, there weren't really like these big players that were in the game, right? Like there were
Yeah,
some good
Captain
films,
America:
but
Brave New
there were not.
World.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't talk about that. But yeah, so the first 6 months, like there were good films, but there were no standout. And I think the first standout film for 2025 for me was Bring Her Back, I think.
Did
So
Sinners come
this is
before
a,
or after this? Sinners.
oh, I have to check that. Sinners was also good. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
no,
I think
I think
Sinners,
no, I think Life of Chuck was the first one, and then was Bring Her Back, then
yeah,
was
that may be
Sinners.
so also. Yeah, but Bring Her Back was really an interesting watch because I love the directors of Bring Her Back. I think yeah, the director talked to me before this, so they're also you. Their story is actually very inspirational. Like they're YouTubers that
Hmm.
went into filmmaking and they made their
Right.
first film Talk to Back, which is a very favorite film of mine. And so I was very excited to check this out also. And Bring Her Back is a very, very good film, a very strong film. And I'm
Yeah,
very
maybe the
excited to
best
see
horror
what this
film of
director.
2025. Yeah.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah. Uh, So I'm very excited to see what these two directors. I think they're a directing duo also,
Yeah, yeah,
if I'm not
yeah, yeah,
wrong.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yes. So I'm very excited to check their next
By the way,
project
I
too,
think
whenever
in
that
the
comes out.
beginning of the year there was like Mickey 17 from Bong Joon-ho, which you didn't like, and
Right.
then
Yeah.
after that came
Yes.
Sinners, and after that came Bring Her Back. Yeah,
Yes.
so after that the thing
Okay.
started changing, like getting
Yes.
good.
Yes.
I think from
In the wind.
Thunderbolts it went like properly. After that
Yes.
everything was good and
Thunderbolts.
good and good.
Yes. 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 So the Running Man by Edgar Wright also, I think this is actually a lot of people say that it is one of the weaker Edgar Wright films, but I had a pretty fun time with it, so I that made it to my list. And the next is Die My Love. Okay, Die My Love is again like J. Kelly. I had no
Yeah,
expectations of this film. I watched the trailers and everything. I was
yeah.
like, yeah, I will watch it. I don't know if this is a kind of film for me, but I was surprised to find out how much I liked the film. Like Die My Love is, I think it's the craziest movie of 2025.
Yeah, for me
Is
it
there
is
anything
different
you
for
would
Die
say?
My Love because for me
Yes.
Die My Love was the only film that I saw the trailer during Cannes. So last year during Cannes Film Festival the trailer of Die My Love came, and the other films I saw the names but didn't see the trailer. So I was pretty excited to watch Die My Love, so I was not very overwhelmed by the film. So
Yeah,
the I
yeah,
had a opposite reaction to Devargo. So yeah, for this film. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, but there's something about
I
the
felt it's a
energy of
little
the film.
bit messy. Yeah, I just felt it's a little bit
Yeah,
messy,
yeah,
and
I
and
agree
had
about.
really bad pacing issues. Like sometimes it's getting fast, and sometimes it was
Hmm.
really slow. So
Hmm. Yeah. But yeah, I had a pretty
yeah,
fun
yeah,
time myself with the film. And the next one I had the most fun this year with,
yeah, yeah.
which is
Next one is
K-pop
in
Demon
my
Hunter.
list too.
Yes. So K-pop, I don't think I have
The
to
most,
talk much about this
yeah,
film.
the
It
most
is,
unexpected hit
yeah,
of the
yeah.
year, and
Just, just give it the Oscar,
yeah,
honestly.
yeah, yeah. There is no better
Yeah,
animated film this year. I mean, I didn't watch that Little Amelie and one, but I mean, the
yeah,
most
me
commercially
too.
successful one is definitely K-pop Demon Hunters. So yeah,
Absolutely. Yes. So next on my list, I think is it is the only Marvel film, which is Thunderbolts,
yeah.
and I think
Sorry
Thunderbolts
to the Fantastic
is
Four
one of
fans, but I believe that this one is the best film of the year of
yeah,
Marvel,
yeah, me
even though
too,
it
me too.
performed the lowest.
Yeah. No, in retrospect also, I like Thunderbolts. I liked Thunderbolts when I watched it in the theater, but in retrospect, I like it
Yeah, I
even
like
more
it
now. I
more
think
now.
it
Yeah,
is one of
exactly.
the
I rewatched it 3 days
yes, like
ago, like 4 days ago, so
yeah,
I
right.
loved it a lot.
Right. Like even though it's a superhero movie, it tackles with so many themes of like loneliness
Yeah,
and depression and
depression,
everything.
trauma.
There's so many layers to this. I loved this film, and yeah, so that made it to my list. And the next is yeah, Life of Chuck.
Yeah,
Me and Honorgo, yeah, we watched this together in the theater.
yeah.
So this was also one of those films I was
And we
like, yeah,
watched this again
I
for the
will
second
watch it.
time at Chayanat. So yeah,
Ah,
right.
yes, right. Yeah, so this was also one of those films I was like, yeah, I will watch anything with Tom Hiddleston in it, but I was not really particularly excited to watch it, but Honorgo like took me to the theater and I had a very good time. This is a very strong film
We had the choice
from getting the
between
name of
Wes
the director,
Anderson's
Mike
Phoenician
Flanagan.
Skin. We had the choice between Wes
Yeah.
Anderson's Phoenician Scheme and this, so we chose this.
Yes. It is director's name is what? Mike
Mike
Flanagan,
Flanagan, Mike
right?
Flanagan, yeah.
Yes.
Doctor
So
Sleep
Mike Flanagan
and
actually Dr. Sleep,
Mud, that Hill House
The
film.
Haunting of Hill
Haunting of Hill
House,
House,
yes,
yes.
Bly Manor
Yeah,
and everything. I I love Mike Flanagan's work because I'm a big horror fan, but
yeah.
Life of Chuck was so much different from what Mike Flanagan does usually. So I was very pleasantly surprised to see him take on this direction and take it on so like gracefully, I might add.
And it has like a,
Because
for those
it
of you who didn't watch the film, it has everything. It even has horror for some time, so it has really, it legit has
yeah,
everything. It has a dance sequence. It has comedy. It is a musical. It is horror. It is everything. Legit, it's everything, and it still works. It's not a mess somehow. So
yes, exactly. And Tom Hiddleston is
yeah,
epic. There's
again,
an epic dance.
Yeah, in
So
retrospect, I
yes,
was
very
like just like
I love it.
Thunderbolts, we love it more now than
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. That's right. Yes. So the next on my list is The Long Walk. Okay, The
The
Long
second
Walk.
horror film.
I Yes, I watched a trailer. I was like, yeah, this seems pretty fun, and I was pretty sure I was gonna like the film, but I did not know I was gonna love it this much because The Long Walk. It was like I had no idea that this will even make it to my honorable mention list, to be very honest. But The Long Walk is a very good film. It is a very engaging film, like for a film where for the runtime of 1 hour 30 minutes, I think everyone just walks. That is the entire film, just people walking and on a straight road, and sometimes not so much on a straight road, but for a film with that premise, like holding the pacing so well for that long time, I think that is an achievement in itself. Because there is no point in this film that felt like it is slowing down or something, and it was engaging throughout. And yeah, so I think this is what number Stephen King adaptation this year, bhai. There are so many Stephen King adaptations this year, like that was crazy. But this is one of the
Yeah,
more
there was
stronger ones.
eight.
I know.
There was eight. Welcome to
It Welcome
Daddy.
to Daddy is there. Yes, we will discuss about that
Yeah, in
later
the
in
series
this
part.
episode
Yeah,
only. Yeah, but okay. Next one is Late Fame. Okay, Late Fame. Me and Onarko, we watched this at the Kolkata International Film Festival this year,
mm.
and I was pretty excited to watch it because of William Dafoe. I might add, because I will again watch anything
Yeah.
that has
Lot of
William Dafoe in
lot
it.
of people even in the US have not watched this film yet. So stay
Exactly,
tuned. You are in for a
exactly.
treat. So this hasn't released,
Ex-
and this hasn't released the trailer to till now. So it will soon. So
Oh, the trailer is also not out. That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's very crazy.
Yeah, Late Fame was one of the surprises for me this year. Like, the story very loosely, because nothing is out of the film. I don't want to give any spoilers, but very loosely, this film is on a writer. I think that is all I can say for now. Who is like past his glory days, but he's finding
Existential crisis of a writer.
existential crisis of a writer. And yes, personally, since I write films. And this is not a screenwriter in the film, but I related to the character on a very personal level here. And that's why I think this film made it to my honorable mentions list.
Oh, speaking
Okay.
of
Okay, the next one is
screenwriting, there
yeah,
was
yeah,
a
yeah.
film about screenwriting called Blue Moon. Yeah, I mean playwriting, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
but whatever,
Yes,
it's
yes.
similar.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is also good.
Yeah,
Richard Linklater's
yeah, we
Blue
have
Moon.
the review uploaded, so watch that review, please.
Yes, you can check that out. Yes. Oh, bro, we are good at promoting ourselves.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
realizing
yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah, please continue.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, let's
Next
continue with
one.
the Sean Baker film. Yeah.
He, okay, this was very interesting because Left-Handed Girl, it just popped up on my Netflix home screen, like the big one. When you open Netflix, there's a big one that is playing. So Left-Handed Girl, I had no idea about this film's existence at all, and it just popped up on my Netflix screen, and I did not know what I was signing up for. I liked the poster of the film, and I just clicked it, and then I saw that it is edited by Sean Baker, and I went crazy
Then
because
it
what
was
the hell?
written by Sean
I
Baker. Then it was produced by
It
Sean
was
Baker.
written by Sean Beck. Yes, exactly. There's so much Sean Baker's involvement in this, and you can actually see it. It's
Ah,
a
yeah,
like a
yeah,
pseudo Sean Baker film.
and even shot on
Exactly.
iPhone, just like
But
Tangerine.
exactly, exactly. So yeah, I had a pretty good time with this film.
Yeah, for
Okay, the
me, it's
next
very high
one.
up on the list
Oh,
actually because I really love
yes, yes,
Left-Handed
yes,
Gun.
yes. No, your favorite director is Sean Baker,
No,
so
not
that makes
favorite
sense.
director, but
Yeah.
yeah, one of my favorite directors. Yeah,
Okay, okay. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah. I just
Yeah.
like the
Okay.
vibey things
Yes,
actually.
the visuals are very
Yeah,
strong
yeah,
in this one. That is true.
yeah.
Yeah, so next one is Weapons. Okay,
The
another
third
horror
horror
film.
film, the
Okay,
third
wait,
one.
what? Okay, Bring Her
There are
Back, right?
five
No, no,
horror
Bring Her
films.
Back.
There are five horror films in this.
Right, right, right. So Bring Her Back is a stronger horror film, but if you ask me about a theatrical experience, I think Weapon is a
Of
more
course,
fun
of course.
theatrical. I mean,
It's
one of the
very, very
most
fun.
fun
It's very
theatrical
entertaining.
experiences. Yeah, yeah. It is extremely entertaining. I think most of the people have watched this already, so I don't need to talk about that.
It's Rashomon
Okay,
in
next
horror.
one is Naked. Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the next one is The Naked Gun. I think Honor has not watched
Nah,
this, right?
I didn't.
Okay,
I
okay,
have
okay. So Naked,
it's on my watch list, but yeah.
right, right, right. So the Naked Gun is brain rot, and I like brain rot, so I liked it. That's all I
There
will
is
say
another brain
about
rot at
it.
the end of the list, but yeah, we will talk about it soon.
That is also that is a different type of brain rot, but yeah, Together is also a horror film. I think it's a pretty strong horror film. Not the best of the year, obviously, but I really like the concept and
Yeah.
execution of it. Yeah. Okay, the next one is also a horror. There are a lot of horror films actually. I didn't
Yeah, you
realize.
love horror films, I
So
know.
next one is yes, I of course love horror films. Next one is Good Boy. Okay,
This one
so
I didn't like very
Good
much,
Boy, the
honestly
thing.
speaking. Debarko
No,
is.
honestly,
Yeah.
it's not like I love this. I just respect the film for the thing it is tackling, like
Of
using
course.
a
It
dog as your
gave, yeah, a
protagonist.
lot of effort was involved, and it was,
Exactly. There are like I read an article. It had like 400 days of shoot.
of
So,
course, of course.
I
And
like
no disrespect to the
salute to that.
makers. There's, yeah, salute
Exactly.
for the effort,
I
definitely.
mean,
But the
yes. I mean, the
story was
execution
not
could
really
have been
strong
better.
enough for me, and the
Yeah.
execution is fine. For me, it's the execution is fine. The story was not really
Okay. Right.
strong
Right.
enough
Right.
for me.
I agree. I agree. But yeah, just for the effort, it made it to my list. Okay, so next one I think is the only
Yeah,
Bengali film
so
in my list, Naudare Bhala,
a little bit
and
explanation required for audience. What
uh,
is this?
oh, you do that,
Yeah,
bro.
so
You do
like
that. You do
this
that
is
better than
a
me.
film, The Slow Man and His Raft. This was in the Rotterdam Film Festival. For those of you who attended it,
Hmm.
so Rotterdam Film Festival, it was there in last year. So we watched this in Kolkata International Film Festival. It was the Kolkata premiere. It's by the acclaimed director Pradipta Bhattacharya, who has made a few really good Bengali films like Bakita Byaktigato and Rajlokhi Srikanto here in Bengal. So this is one of his films. It was in Rotterdam Film Festival. So now they will continue with your review of
Yeah,
it.
so the slow man in this raft is also a very like surprise find for me
It's
because
a 3 hour,
I think
1 minute
Honor was
film.
aware. Yes, exactly. So I think Onarga was like knew about this film's existence, but I didn't. He like filmed me on that part. But yeah, also the audience for this was electric. Like this was the first day of Kolkata. This was the first
The
film we
first film
watched
we
at
watched,
Kolkata
yeah.
International Film. Yes, and the audience was electric. So it was a treat to watch with the audience like that. And even that Onarga said that it's a 3 hour film, but it really doesn't feel so because the editing is top notch because the director is himself an editing student, I think, right?
Yeah, yeah, and editing professor also now.
Yes,
So,
yes, right. So the editing here is pretty top notch. Okay, so next one, the
yeah,
second last one on
Shopa
my
Shopa.
list is Shopa Shopa. Yes. So we watched this at KIF also, and I think we mentioned in the review also that there was a live
Yeah,
piano
the review is
recital
not
of
out
Chopin.
yet, but yeah, it will be out soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah, it will be out soon.
So So there was a live piano recital of Chopin's greatest hits, you can say, before
Yeah.
the screening of this film. So that really added to the experience. And I didn't know anything about Chopin before watching this. And after watching the film, I felt like I had a pretty satisfactory experience with this film, and it also led me to also research about Chopin in my free time. So I think that is how you judge that a biographical film has done its
Right,
job,
right.
that
It's
it
a
made
very
the audience.
non-conventional biopic. It's like it
Yes,
uses a
exactly.
lot of surreal motifs and like a non-linear
Yes,
style of editing. So it's a polished film.
exactly.
It has released, I think, in Poland, and it will release soon in the US. But yeah, it's a very good film.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
much better than
So that,
Poland's official entry to the Oscar called France. So
oh
it's
God,
much
oh
better
God.
than
Okay, we don't talk about that
yeah, France. So yeah,
again.
yeah, you can check out the review
Yeah.
for France right now. It's up.
Yeah, you can. Yes. Okay, so that brings us to the last film in my honorable mentions list, which is Radu Jude's Dracula. I mentioned that director's name so as to not to confuse with another Dracula film that released this year.
Yeah,
And we don't also talk about that. There are
yeah,
some things we don't talk about, but what I will talk about is Radu Jude's Dracula, which is again in the brain rot category. And I love brain rot, and I love this film.
and it's
This
like
is,
it's a
I think, this is
brilliant.
the most unique film.
It's a
Yeah, this is the most unique film I think I've ever watched in my life, actually. And yeah, I just have to check out Radu Jude's entire filmography after this. That's all I can
Yeah,
say for
for
now.
me, I had watched his magnum opus called Bad Luck Banging on Looney Pond, which was
Hmm.
like the Berlin LA
Hmm.
willing film of Radu Jude. So that I watched that before watching Dracula. So I was
Hmm.
already introduced to his style, and this is a brilliant metaphor for everything. Like it has chapters for communism, it has chapters for capitalism, it has chapters for AI,
Yeah.
everything. Like everything is happening in the world around us, and everything it has shown through this brain rot style. So yeah, now
Yeah.
let's go to my ones.
Yeah.
So my
Yes.
list is huge, as you can
Oh
see.
God.
There are
Okay.
25 honorable mentions in my list. So let me start. I will skip the ones which Devargo has already mentioned. So, of course, let's
Hmm.
start with Dream, Sex, Love. This is the third of the Oslo trilogy by the director who had won the Berlin Alley, I think, but yeah, Berlin Alley this year. So the Berlin winner this year, Dream, Sex, Love, that is I thought one of my favorites this year, because it's like this is the next in line after the 12 top 12 films which I will show after this. So this is the 13th best film of the year for me. So I related to this film a lot, and that was like it showed a perspective of this teenage style having dreams of love and like how to cope with puberty and everything. So that was really fun to watch, and it was very relatable at a stretch. And of course, after that, I have Life of Chuck, which I loved very, very much. So, and like I cried twice, I think, during the screening of the film. So it was a
Yeah.
very good experience for me. And then I have the Chronology of Water, the review of which came out today. So the Chronology of Water today, as in the day which we are recording the podcast, the Chronology
Hmm.
of Water is Kristen Stewart's debut film. You can hear that in the review, which is already out, and for me it was again another brilliant piece of filmmaking as I related to it. A lot of people didn't get the point of the film I saw in certain reviews, but for me it worked very much, and I didn't find it slow at all. And then of course Radu Jude's Dracula. I already spoke about it. I don't have anything more to say about it. Yeah. So now I have one very unique films. I didn't like I didn't have any idea about this film before, but I saw at the IFI schedule that on the schedule there were like the films which were official submissions to the Oscars from the different countries. So I watched A Poet, which was one of them, and I was blown away by it because I didn't have any expectation from this film, and I can see like a lot of people have this film now in the best films of 2025 list. Devargo sent me a reel also which had like A Poet in it. So
Hmm.
this is one of the most relatable films if you are an artist and who is trying to make art but is constantly pressured by society into making commercial art and not following passion, and then going to an existential crisis. So the director of the film was there at my screening, so I was very lucky to have that. So the director of the film told us before the screening that he made this film about his own frustration of not getting to make films. So that is done through this poet's perspective in this film. So this is a lovely film. And then I have, of course, The President's Cake. It's Iraq's official entry to the Oscar. So this is against the regime of Iraq that was once there, of the dictatorship that was once there. And but the thing is, this is presented to through a story of two kids about a kid about like they have this rule in this when there was the regime in power. They had this rule that every year the class has to celebrate the president's birthday in a way such that president's birthday in a way such that like a person from the class will be selected to do different things for the birthday. So one girl is selected from the class to make the president's cake, birthday cake. So this girl goes around Iraq to find different materials for the cake, and like for a childish self she doesn't know whom she is serving, but like that's a regime and that's the dilemma that's through portrait to the film. So very interesting film, and very it has one of the brilliant one of the best endings of the year. Like I was a bit too. I thought a bit. The film was a bit too slow in the second act, but when that ending came, like it's just the last shot. It's just amazing. Devargo didn't watch the film, so I won't spoil anything.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, you should
yeah.
watch it. Similarly goes for My Father's
Hmm.
Shadow. My Father's Shadow. The last 20 minutes will raise your heart, so I would rather not say anything about this film. So this is also set in a similar time in Nigeria when a dictatorship was in power. Then Thunderbolts, of course, I talked about it. F1, Debargo will talk about in his top 12 list, so I ain't talking it about it
Yeah,
right now. Left-handed girl, I said.
yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, baby, too. Debargo will say it about it. He is a better
Yeah.
one to judge it because it's I am giving spoilers. It's in his top 12 list. So yeah. So Amroom,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Amroom is I saw that it's a very divisive film, but I believe that this is one of the most lovely films this year because it showed it's like a very serious version of Jojo Rabbit. Yeah, so I would say that much. Yeah. So the Virgo, if you are interested from that topic, it's a very
Yeah.
serious version of a Nazi kid after Hitler dies, how he
Hmm.
finds bread for his mother, and the rest should
Okay.
be seen in the film. So it's a very thrilling
Okay,
film.
okay.
It's produced by Warner Brothers, so it's
Yeah.
very visually great. And
Oh, okay.
I saw it at a very IMAX size screen at IFI, so it was visually brilliant. So and then I have the
Hmm.
Smashing Machine, which Debargo didn't like as much, even though he is a
Yeah.
WWE fan. But yeah,
And
so
wait, wait. This is not about the WWE,
yeah,
but
it's
yeah,
about
even at
UFC.
that,
Yeah, it's
this,
about the UFC. But yeah,
yeah, no, yeah, this was one of my most anticipated films of the year because of its topic and also because of the actor, because I wanted to see Rock, like Dwayne Johnson, take on such a challenging role. But yeah, this is even in retrospect, I don't really find much to love about this movie, but I am interested to hear what Honor has to say.
yeah, I actually liked it more because of the self exploration of the character. Actually, I am
Mm-hmm.
not into
Hmm.
boxing that much, but
Right, right.
I kind of liked it more than actually Darren Aronofsky the wrestler. So which Devargo is one of his favorite
Okay,
films.
yes, yes.
Yeah, so
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
so that's a
Yeah,
little
I think
controversial, but yeah,
yeah. No, I think I also like started watching this movie with the wrong expectations. Like
right, right.
I sat to watch the UFC part, but there
Yeah,
was more
Devargo has an
character
expectation
part in
problem, very much as you can see.
it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Okay, so now let's move on. We need to do it faster. We only have very less time left.
Uh,
Mysterious Gaze of the Flamingo. This is from Chile, and this is a debut film. So I didn't have any expectations. I just love the name. I love the poster, and I heard it won the Uncertain Regard, and it didn't disappoint.
mm,
So I would rather not say anything about this film, but this film presents a very unique perspective on this trans life and of these nomads of Chile. So I wouldn't say much about this, but the story of this film is pretty nice, pretty beautiful, I would say, and it's shot pretty beautifully. And then Bring Her Back, of course. Too much talk about it. Train Dreams again together.
mm,
If I had legs, I
mm.
would kick you. Yeah. So Devargo,
Oh,
I
wait.
think you have this in your
Uh,
top 12. I think.
Wait, this. No, no,
Oh no,
no. This
you
should
watched
be
it
in my
later.
honorable
Yeah,
mention.
right,
I missed this. I
right.
missed
You
adding
watched it
this. Yeah,
later.
yeah.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is.
You watched it later. I think.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, but this is one of the craziest films of the year. Rather not
of course.
say anything more. Follow us on Letterboxd. You will
Yes,
find
great,
the
great
very crazy reviews about these films.
yes, no, great performance from the lead
Yeah, yeah,
actress
she
too.
won the Berlinale Best Actress too. So
Hmm.
20 Rose Byrne, I think. Okay, then
Hmm.
28
Hmm.
years later, Devago didn't watch it yet. I didn't watch the other films of
Yeah.
the 28 years franchise, but I watched 28 years later only. I loved it even though, so doesn't matter. I would watch the sequel, which is coming next month, 28 years later, The Bone Temple. And then Companion. This is a horror film I liked more than Debargo. So this is
Hmm.
I felt like the comedy slapstick aspect of it was very nice, very well done.
Hmm.
Okay, then I watched The Long Walk, which is already spoken. Avatar Fire and Ash, you can see the review. The Blue Trail.
Hmm.
Okay, so the Blue Trail is was the opening film of IFI this year. So this was a pretty unique exploration on old age and how people once they lose their purpose once they age. So I like the concept and it was presented through a sci-fi manner. But the sci-fi manner was not like over the top sci-fi. It went to a slice of life film very fast. So that is a pretty nice execution of it. And it's a Brazilian film. Yeah, and then Cape of Demon Hunters, nothing to say about it. Eddington, yeah, Eddington, Devargo didn't like it. I liked it. Now, why I liked it is because I liked it because of the politics of it, honestly speaking, because I like to see this dilemma between the conservative and the liberal, which was presented through this unique Western style film, and I like Ari Aster films. So yeah, they were also like Ari Aster films. We even loved Bo
Yeah,
is Afraid, but still I liked it a
yeah.
little more.
Yes. No, in retrospect, I think when I watched Eddington, I was like, yeah, it's okay. But in retrospect, I find it a bit stronger than the first time I watched it.
Right,
So yeah.
right, right. I liked the
Hmm.
philosophical aspect of it because it was presented very well in the film.
Hmm.
Maybe over the top for some people, but yeah, it was good for me. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
sure.
move on
That,
to
no, that
the
is Ari Aster
overall.
only.
Let's move on to the overall. I think it's too late.
Yeah, yeah. Sure,
Let's
sure,
go.
sure.
So this is my top 12 best overall. Okay, so let's go one by one. Let's go from number 12. Wake Up Dead Man, a Nice Out Story. Already review. Check it. Sinners.
Hmm.
Okay. Sinners.
So, bro is speed running.
Okay. The Sinners.
No,
Okay,
no, we have
Sinners. Talk
time. We
about
have
Sinners.
time.
Talk about
It's
Sinners,
okay.
Devarko. Talk about Sinners. What is your opinion on
No, bro,
Sinners?
it's your list, bro.
I know it's my list, but Sinners is in your list too.
Yeah,
So talk about Sinners.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think Sinners is way higher in my list also.
I
No,
think, yeah, yeah.
Sinners is I was like talking about how there was like a drought in the first 6 months of 2025, and Sinners was the first like huge theatrical breakout of this year, if I remember correctly. So
There are so
Sinners
many
was
good
like this
horror
event
films
you
this
have.
year. There are so many good horror films.
Exactly.
Frankenstein is
And this
also a
is,
horror film technically, so
yeah, and this is also such a unique horror film. Like, bro, remind me of the director's name, like Black Panther and everything.
yeah, Ryan
Ryan,
Coogler.
Ryan,
Ryan
what?
Coogler. Coogler.
Ryan Coogler. Yes, yes, yes. So Ryan Coogler, like, of course, he is working in the studio environment, right? He is making Black Panther and his Marvel movies, and now his Sinners, which is also studio made film. But there is so much creativity in this. Like, it's insane. Like, he gets that out of that studio production thing. Like, he gets to use his unique voice in such a good way. I think that's a really strong aspect of his. So yeah.
Okay, so now let's move on to J. Kelly, which I loved more than Debargo, which I already said before.
Hmm.
And I really loved
Hmm.
this Noah Baumbach style of writing, which a lot of people cannot digest. I think it's a very
Hmm.
non-realistic style. I think it's a very film magic style, but I like it.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
don't have a problem with it. I don't believe that films only have to be real every time, so that is fine for me.
Correct.
So
Correct.
yeah, so okay, Bugonia. Yeah, Bugonia. I would like to talk about it when we go to Devargo's list. So I will like to do the common
Hmm.
ones when we talk about both lists. Okay, Frankenstein and
Hmm.
Begonia. Frankenstein, Devargo likes more than me, so I would like to explain why.
Yeah.
I would like to explain why by saying I have watched a lot of Frankenstein adaptations, and I am a very big fan of the book. And I also watched the theater production of Frankenstein here in Bengal. So
Okay.
I have watched a lot of adaptations of Frankenstein. So the story was very much on my hands. So I knew the story, but the way it's presented in the film, of course, Guillermo del Toro presented it in a very unique way. First his story and then the creature story and then the mix of the two. That was a very brilliant way to do so, and how the film was made about love and loneliness. So that was a brilliant way too. But except that, I don't think it's the best Guillermo del Toro film for me. For that,
Hmm.
for me, Pan's Labyrinth is his best film. But yeah, I think it's a comparatively weaker Guillermo del Toro film, but definitely one of the best films of
Hmm.
the year, as you can see from the list. Okay, now no other choice. No other choice. The review is already out, I think. Yeah, it's out. So no other choice
Hmm.
was the second film I watched at IFI, and it was the first morning show, and everyone was a little bit sleepy after their flights, but the hall was fully packed, and it was a brilliant audience. Then the scene which everyone is talking about, everyone saw, is the like which I call the threesome scene which came during the middle of the film. So that
Yes.
if you don't know what I mean, watch the film. La Grazia.
Yeah.
La Grazia is a very unique take which we both loved, which a lot of people in the world around didn't love as much, but we both loved a lot. I think
Yeah.
the philosophical debate about this euthanasia, and then showing what I liked most about the film is key, like all political film nowadays are most likely leaning and showing like one side is extremely evil, one side is extremely good, and everything and like that. But La Grazia shows a very good and gentle president, which is a very unique thing for today's
Yes,
political
that is.
films. Like nowadays no one will comprehend to show such a gentle, thoughtful president who
Yeah.
is taking time and
Yeah.
taking the right decision. So it is
Yeah.
basically a representation of democracy in the film, as you see. So democracy takes time, takes a
Hmm.
lot of time, takes a lot of people, but ultimately takes the right decision. So that is, I love that part of the film, and every frame of this film is crafted so well by, of course, Paolo Sorrentino, who is a master director. Okay, Jafar Panay, it was just an accident. I have already said in the review why I think it's one of the best films of the
Hmm.
year. And not only the best films of the year, I believe it's one of the best of Jafar Panay too. I My favorite Jafar Panay film is the Offside. Yeah, Offside. So Offside Debarga also watched because of its ending.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, Offside has a very brilliant ending of that fireworks scene, which I still remember. But it was just an accident. Has a better ending than Offside too, I would like to say. But overall, the movie is not better than Offside, of course. But it's one of the better Jafar Panay films. And then I watched Sentimental Value, which I adored. And speaking
Hmm.
of these two, I watched this at IFI with a perfectly packed audience, just like no other choice. I said so.
Hmm.
The audience was applauding at every cinephile joke the Sentimental Value was providing. Like there is one scene where, what's his name? Stellan Skarsgård. Yeah, Stellan Skarsgård character is looking through DVDs of films, and he takes out all the adult film DVDs, and he takes out Monica Bellucci's cover and says like someone asks like, who is Monica Bellucci and all. So yeah, she's a very good
Yeah.
actress. You should watch Irreversible. So he was actually so the audience laughed a lot about those scenes and everything. So and these were some of the like nerd things that were in this movie. And since we are already filmmakers, I related to this film a lot through this, like
Hmm.
not being able to give it time and everything. So I love this movie, and of course the ending of this too is tearjerker. Okay, now resurrection is really, I will talk about it together in the next
Yeah.
list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so one battle after another. Yeah, again, one more movie I will talk about together. The Voice of Indrajab, the review is out now. Please do check it out. It's the definitive best film of the year according to us.
Yes.
So
For
please
us.
watch.
For us.
And
Yes.
I would lobby for it any day to win the best international Oscar, which it got shortlisted
Yeah.
already. Nominations, when is the
Yes.
nominations they were?
Oh, no
I think
idea.
this month
Wait.
only. Yeah, this
I
month only. Okay.
I think this one towards the end of it, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so I am checking it out, so you continue with
Hmm.
your list.
Okay, yes. So this is my list. Okay, so let's start from number 12 only, which is Wake Up Dead Man, the third Knives Out film. So as Onargo said, we both like this film. I think there are a lot of people saying that this is not the strongest Knives Out film in the franchise, but I agree with that. But I would say this is the most beautifully written film of the Knives Out franchise. This has the most strongest writing, so that really connected to it. And this is also a lot of fun to watch. And of course, this mixes two of my most favorite genres, which is horror and mystery. So that was like it was pretty much made for me.
The
I was the target
religion
audience of this
dilemma
film.
was also very like
Yeah,
top
yeah, yeah,
spot on for us. Okay,
yeah,
I would like to interrupt you
yeah. The
once.
writing.
The Oscar
Hmm.
nominations is on 22nd January, and I just realized
Okay.
our best film and our 12th film both are same in both the lists. So
Oh, right, right.
yeah.
Yes, yes. That's correct. Yes. Okay. So yeah, the next one, number 11 on my list is Bugonia. Okay, so Honorco had watched this film in the theater. I had to watch this at a streaming. when it came out on streaming. So Bogonia was like when I watched a trailer for it, I was excited to see it, but I was like, yeah, Yorgos Lanthimos, like, what was that film? Poor Things and everything. That was bit more intriguing to me from the trailer and the promotional stuff itself. But Bogonia had a surprisingly fun time with this film. I think the direction is top notch here. I don't know how Yorgos Lanthimos does this. Like the man has made, I think, 3 films in 3 years now, and all of them are pretty good. All of them are exceptional. I might add. So, and the performances, of course, like Yorgos Lanthimos has pretty much jailed. What are the two actor and actresses? Like, so Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons. Um, I don't know how they do it every time, but they do it. They are phenomenal again in this film. And okay, the next one, number 10, is a bit controversial. Yes, it is in my top 10 list, but a lot of people would say this should be higher up, which is Sentimental Value. I've kept that at number 10. So I would like to add, like the version of the film I saw, the screening of it, the subtitles were a bit wrong. So I will watch this again like next week only with the corrected subtitle version. But yeah, I think that added to the little bit of a experience that I had with this film, of course, because the subtitles were all pretty much like 80% correct, but it was not fully accurate. So when I first watched this film, I was like I will actually say I was pretty disappointed by it because I was very excited to watch the film. I thought I was in for a 5-star film, but I think the first time I watched it, I actually gave it 3 stars on Letterboxd. But in retrospect, like after watching the film, I think out of any films of 2025, Sentimental Value has stayed with me the longest in my mind. I think about this film regularly. It has, of course, as Onargo said, we as filmmakers, we connect with this film on a very deep personal level. And I am very, very sure when I rewatch this film next week with the proper subtitles this time,
Joaquin
this will
Trier
make it higher
will be grateful to know you think about him every day, but okay.
on. Yeah, so I think this will like make its way a bit higher into my list when I watch the proper version of it. So yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
So the
Also,
next one,
also one more thing, like we
yeah,
loved the worst person in the world also, so that's why maybe his
yes.
expectations was also higher. So yeah.
Yes, yes. I was fully expecting to watch a 5-star film, but we will see next week about that. But yeah, this is a very strong film. So yeah. Okay, the next one, La Grazia. I think Honorgo talked about this. I will skip over it. But I will add that yeah, this has one of the best soundtracks of 2025, I think, and
Of
was
course,
one
of
of
course.
the surprises of the year
Yeah,
for me, I
F1,
would say.
Sinners,
Because
La Grazia, all three have great soundtracks of this list.
yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, Sorry Baby, which is number 8 on my list. I think this is Sorry Baby is in your honorable mention list, right? Or
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So Sorry Baby, okay. Sorry Baby, I had an idea of this film from like the middle of the year because I saw some of the people I follow on Letterboxd like rate this film very, very highly.
I knew
They
about
rated
it
it like
from when
4
like
or
the Golden Globe nominations came. This and Left-Handed Girl
right,
both.
right. Yes. Okay, so Sorry Baby, I will be very honest, the only reason I watched this film is because it has a cat on its poster, and if a poster of a film has a any type of animal in it, really, I will watch that film. And I I was this film actually has this is not
Tip for
related to a cat.
filmmakers. So tip for filmmakers. If
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
put an
So now
animal,
that I
he will
watched
give a
this
good
film,
review.
yeah. See, I thought this film is about the relationship of this woman and the cat, but that is not that is not what this movie is about at all. But I was pleasantly surprised with
Yeah, the
the
cat has a
subject matter
cameo
of
in the
this film
film.
is
Even the cat is
it
literally
has
a cameo.
it has
Nothing
yes,
more than that.
yes. So the poster is a bit misleading, but it misled me into watching a very good film, and I had a surprisingly good time with this film. I think this is way higher in my list than most people's list because the subject matter this film takes up is really
For
deep,
me,
and
this
I
film was
like
like again like last 30 minutes. I was very hooked.
yes, yes. Last 30 minutes is very
Like
strong
I
with
didn't know
this
that
film.
will turn out that dark. So
Yes, yes, exactly. So, yeah, the poster is very misleading, but yeah, it's a great film. I think everyone should watch it. Okay, the next one is F1. So F1, I think, yeah, it is in his or honor goes honorable mention list. Okay, so F1, I have to talk about the theatrical experience also
Yeah,
because
yeah.
me and
Only
Honorable
yeah, yeah.
watched it
Theatrical
together,
experience in ScreenX.
and
In ScreenX.
we, yes, I was going to say that we watched it in ScreenX, and it was my first time watching a film in ScreenX. Honorgo had watched, I think, Ford versus Ferrari
Yeah, I have
prior
watched
to
Ford
this,
versus Ferrari.
but yeah, I think racing movies are the definitive type of movies you should experience in that ScreenX format because this film was in ScreenX was exhilarating to watch. Like this got my heart pumping like the most this year, I think. No, no, actually, the most this year was Voice of Indraja, but that is for a completely different
Different
reason.
reason, yeah.
But yes, talking about the excitement, this one got me the most excited in the theater. I
It's a
was
very fun
cheering a lot.
experience. It's a very fun experience.
Very, very fun theatrical experience.
One of
Yeah.
our friends watched it
Okay,
in
the
4D
next.
X-Men.
Oh, yes, right, right. Yes,
He
that must
flew
have
he
been
flew to
crazy.
a different state to watch 4DX. Watch
You
this in
stay.
4DX. Like
Yes, exactly. No, it's worth it, worth it. It's a very good film. Okay, the next one is Sinners, which I think most people will agree that this is the definitive theatrical experience of
we already
2025.
spoke
If you
about
don't
this. Yeah.
count, yeah, if you don't count a Minecraft movie,
Yeah,
then
yeah, of
this.
course, of course. That is the goat. That is the goat. Minecraft movie is the goat of the year. It
Yes.
is the goat.
So yeah, if
Yeah,
like in
Minecraft
India
movie
the
should have been
chicken
in the
jockey
list.
stuff,
That
well,
one should have been number one. I forgot to add that.
yes,
Yeah, sorry,
it
that one should
should
have been.
it,
Actually, it
it
should have
should
been in
have.
honorable mentions, honestly speaking. But yeah, for the fun of it. But
Yes,
yeah,
it's a fun
yeah,
movie.
it's
Yes. No, the chicken jockey stuff never really picked up in India, so we can't say about that.
yeah.
But
We didn't
for us,
watch it in theaters for your clarification, but
yeah,
it was fun. It was
yes,
definitely
yes,
fun. It was still fun.
it was
We
fun.
are we are we
Yes,
are avid Minecraft
but yeah.
players, by the way. Just letting you know. So that's why
Yeah,
it was more
exactly.
fun.
Yes, we might start a gaming channel
Yeah,
someday,
yeah,
but
yeah.
okay. But yeah, no, Sinners was the definitive theatrical experience for me at least in 2025, and we have talked about that a lot. So we'll move on. Okay, no
No
other
other
choice. I think
choice.
Honor go
We
talked
have the review
everything
also.
there
We
is.
have the
Yeah.
review also. Watch it.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Speak about the
One
next
battle.
film. Yeah,
Wait,
one battle.
you have you have one battle after another in your top 10
Yeah,
list, right?
I do. But we didn't speak about it. We will
I
speak
do.
about it
Okay.
now.
Oh, right, right. That's why. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So one battle after another. Yeah,
It is communist
remind me of the
propaganda.
next
Just
movie.
leave it. It's communist propaganda. I mean,
Yeah.
of course not.
No, no, no.
So that's
Remind me the director's name once again.
Paul Thomas Anderson. Yeah. So
Paul Thomas.
yeah,
Yes,
it's
I had not seen a Paul Thomas Anderson movie before this. This was my first watch of the director's work. And yeah, I think this also goes hand in hand with Sinner, that also one of the most defining
yeah, as you have
theatrical watching
known me by
experiences of
now, I
2025.
like to study about the directors before watching every film. So I had watched There
Yes,
Will Be Blood just before watching this film. So like right
yes,
before the screening.
exactly.
So yeah, both are two
Yeah,
different films completely. There Will Be Blood is not at all
yeah,
related to
yeah.
this film. It's just by the same director.
Mm,
But the PTA
mm,
style of the long movies and making this like Western
mm.
style films is of course in this one too. And the politics of it is what you should watch this film for actually. So it's great. It's absolutely
Yes.
great, and it doesn't take sides.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure like this will win the Best Picture Oscar. I think everybody is
I
saying that.
am in a little doubt right now because I didn't watch the
Okay.
two more movies which are front runners, which is Marty Supreme and Chloe Zhao's Hamnet.
Oh, right, right.
So
Yeah, me too, actually. Yes.
those two we didn't watch till now because that haven't released in India yet. For your information, so that is not in
Hmm.
our list. That's why.
Yes,
So yeah,
yes, 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 yes.
Resurrection. What to
Okay.
speak about Resurrection even? My
Okay.
goodness.
Top three. Number three is the Resurrection. I think the best way to describe this film is what we said in the review, that there are some films that take like a genre forward, for say, but there are some films that take the art of cinema forward, and that is Resurrection. It literally redefines what cinema can do. And also, I talked about this in a review also, but I will repeat that I am a VFX artist myself.
Hmm.
So there are some shots in Resurrection that I am still to date yet to figure out how they took it. Like it should be Resurrection literally does the impossible possible
But
in that way.
Resurrection, so
So
sadly, it's not lobbied enough, and it doesn't have a good Oscar campaign. That it is not even
Yes.
in the talks for Oscar because a lot of people didn't watch the
Yes.
movie. So why, I don't know, because this is a modern classic. China should have submitted this to the Oscars. I don't know
This is
what they
absolutely a
submitted, but
classic.
they should have submitted this. So
Yes, this is absolutely a classic. That is correct.
and it,
Yes.
and the
Okay.
core message of the film is like movies are magic, and that's presented in such a way like movies are dreams and we are
Yeah.
forgetting to dream.
Yeah.
That is such a hurtful message, and
Exactly.
that's presented in such a
That is
way.
so hurtful.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Yes. Like the ending card of
oh my
this
god,
film
don't
is
don't give
like
spoilers. This is like you should know nothing about this film.
okay. Yeah.
Just don't know
Yeah. Yeah.
anything about this film and watch it. Like don't watch any
Yeah.
trailer. The okay,
Yeah.
the trailer spoils the ending shot. So I would rather recommend don't watch the trailer. Just go and watch this film.
Yes. Hmm.
Now Frankenstein.
So number two on my list is Frankenstein. Honorgo also has this in his top 12, but
But
it
I
is a
have it
lot lower
lower, yeah.
down. And yes, yes, yes. So I liked Frankenstein, I think, way more than most people because the thing with Frankenstein is I, of course, did not watch this in a theater. It had limited theatrical release, but
No,
only in
not in
US.
India. Not
But
yeah.
not in India, yeah. So I was kind of forced to watch this. I did not watch it in my laptop or Netflix. I turned on my TV and watched it. But even if my TV screen is pretty standardly big, but I couldn't help but feel I should be watching this in a theater. Like the grandeur. I think this is the most grandeur film of 2025 for me. Like the scale in this film is off the charts for me. The visuals are
But who
amazing.
cares?
And,
According to Netflix, this is the correct
oh,
way to experience
oh my
films.
God.
Who cares?
Oh my
Who
God.
cares?
Oh God.
Netflix says theaters are
Oh,
dead. Who cares?
we are doomed. We
Yes.
are doomed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, this should have been in the theater. If Netflix someday decides to release in the theater, I'm pretty sure they will
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
But I
We
will
will also
watch it
pay
in
to
the
watch it. Yeah, everyone will pay to watch it. So
exactly. Yes, this should be watched in the theater. But yeah, no. Anarko also said that he had watched many variations of this Frankenstein story,
even a play
but I
form
had watched a
for that
couple
matter.
of them. Exactly, I had watched a couple of them, but for me, this was the strongest like interpretation of Frankenstein for me that I had watched on screen. So yeah, I agree that this is not Guillermo del Toro's strongest work. For me, that is Shape of Water.
Tip of water.
But
Okay, yeah.
yeah, pretty strong, pretty strong.
Yeah, yeah. For
Okay,
me, it's
number
Pan's
one.
Labyrinth.
Yes, yes, yes. That is also good. Right. Okay, number one, my favorite, I think, boy, yeah, both of our favorite films of 2025. We watched, this is the last film we watched at the Kolkata International Film Festival this year. The Voice of Hind Raja. And
We
okay, do
already
you want to
spoke
talk
about
about,
it a lot.
do
We already spoke about
you
it
want
a
to talk
lot,
about
and
it again?
no, no.
Yes.
Let's click on the I button. See,
Yes.
you see that I button on the top. Yeah, yeah. You can see the review there. Just click on it, and yeah, please
Yes,
go
yes,
and
yes,
subscribe to
yes.
the channel also if you want. Yeah. So let's move on to the web series. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is my list. Okay. So like Devargo, you can also add things which are common from your list here. So we can just skip over
Right, right,
those in
right.
our list. So
Hmm.
one show which is not in Devargo's list, which is the 12th show here, which is House of the Dragon. This the season
Yeah.
2 was not as strong as season 1, which I agree. But I
Hmm.
still remember the episode 4 of season 2, which is that battle. So that was a crazy
Hmm.
episode.
Right, right.
So that's why it deserves to be on the list. Okay.
Yes.
So Peacemaker 11. Okay. So Peacemaker, let Devarko use say what
Yes,
was your
we
opinion on
both
season
have
2.
this on our list. Yes, yes, yes. So Peacemaker, the thing with Peacemaker is we both love season one, and me personally, was a bit skeptical with season two because, of course, with the changes to the DCU and
But I
everything, the new
trusted the
DCU,
all holy power of James Gunn,
all
all
holy.
holy God.
I should have trusted James Gunn because Peacemaker season two is, I think it is. A lot of people would disagree with me. I think
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is better than
The
season
entire
one for
internet would disagree with us, but yeah, but yeah,
Yes, yes. I had a very fun time with Peacemaker season 2. Like, I think they all knocked it out of the park. And the way they implemented this in the new DCU was
no, the
also kind
from
of
the
seamless to
moment
me. So,
in season 2, episode 2, where like they
hmm,
he travels to that new world, I was
hmm.
already hooked so much because of this
Yes,
Easter eggs,
yes,
so many
yes,
Easter eggs
exactly.
of what is this Nazi world thing about, and like
Exactly.
I even loved the last episode, which a lot of people hated. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
okay,
a very unconventional way to end a season, but we
yeah.
loved it.
Speaking of unconventional ways, I will come to Stranger Things. So I later we will come, but now let's go to Daredevil Born
Yes, yes,
Again.
yes.
Yeah.
You, yeah, you talk
So
about this.
Daredevil Born Again, I believe it's like the best Marvel show of this year, and I don't think any other came also. Yeah, I did some Eyes of Wakanda and shit
No,
came, but
some came.
Eyes of Wakanda and stupid shit. So
Yes, your friend in Neighborhood Spider-Man.
I didn't
That
watch
was
that,
pretty
but
good,
okay.
but yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Daredevil Born Again. I believe I for me, just personally for me, Daredevil Born Again
Mm,
was a better, more better, well directed series than the original Daredevil. For me, just my opinion.
mm,
For
mm,
the original Daredevil is a good series, of course. At a writing level, it's a great series, but it had a
yes,
lower budget, of course, which is fixed
yes,
here,
yes.
which I believe that allowed the director to do a very, very well directed series. Like the shots in these
Mm.
series are like you have never seen these
No,
shots in
shorts are
Marvel.
crazy.
Like so, like you can
No,
never
there are
see
many
these scenes.
Warners also.
There were
Yeah.
many wonders. There were the use of lighting. There was the use of blue and red color lighting, and then there was that party sequence where that chandelier fell, and then
Yes,
that is a great sequence.
yes, yes,
So there are
yes,
some few
yes.
greatest sequences here. So direction wise, this is better. Maybe writing wise, it's weaker than the original Daredevil, but direction wise, this
Yeah,
is honestly greater.
yes. I will also add to this. Like for me personally, the thing Honorgo said that this has, of course, a more higher budget. For me personally, I prefer the low budgeted look of the
Right,
original
right.
Netflix series. But I think that, of course, that Honorgo also said this, that the direction is way stronger here. So that
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
up for it.
Yeah, I told you Devargo's opinion is just shit. So yeah, so let's continue. So, so now let's go to Last of Us season two.
Okay.
Okay, Last of Us season two. That's also controversial for a lot of people because
Yes.
okay,
Bella
so for
Ramsey.
no, not just Bella Ramsey. For firstly, people hate the second game for some reason. Last of Us two. Everyone hates Last of Us two. I
Yes.
don't know why. Why is there so much hate for Last of Us two? I personally
Hmm.
felt killing Joel in Last of Us two at the beginning
Hmm.
was a very good choice, writing choice. I believe
Hmm.
for me, it shows like the game plays out in a very different way than the series. The game plays out like it is playing in the same way, but it's separated into two seasons, which is season two and the upcoming season three. Which is in the game, the season two happens in what is her name? Ellie's perspective, and then after the first half, we are suddenly switched to the villain, which is Abby's perspective. Abby is the killer of Joel, for those of you who don't know. So Abby's perspective, which season three is. So in the game, that was a very sudden shift for the gamers because people already hate Abby for killing Joel, and after that, people have to play as Abby, which is a very difficult thing to do. But for me, that is a very good choice because that showed like how everyone is not wrong in this world. Because from Abby's
Hmm.
eyes, Joel is the villain. From Joel's eyes, Abby is the
Yes.
villain. So nobody is 100% correct or 100% wrong in this case. So Joel has massacred Abby's family, which actually happened in the season 1 ending. So that is totally justified for Abby to kill Joel. So if you
Yes. Yes.
that the writer is showing us this two different perspectives on the same event, which is such a great choice, I believe, which a lot of critics loved, but the audience didn't like. So yeah, so we are critics as far as I know. So, so we loved it. So yeah, okay. Black Mirror. Okay, Black Mirror. I would say Devargo doesn't have it on his list, but Black Mirror, for me
Yes.
personally, I related to the season six a lot. A lot of the episodes were strong. The first episode and the last
Hmm.
episode, eulogy, and the first
Hmm.
episode, the one with the phone ad thing, speaking ad thing. So that I love those two a lot. So I still take
Hmm.
inspiration from those two episodes to make films, write my own films. And I also like
Hmm.
the few episodes like Hotel Revady, which was about filmmaking again, AI in filmmaking. So
Yes.
I love those
Yeah.
episodes. So I loved a lot of episodes. I think only one weak episode was there in this season. So rest of all the
Hmm.
episodes, even the weakest episode was pretty watchable in my opinion. So unlike the other seasons, Black Mirror
Hmm.
season six was very
No,
good.
it's better than the previous two seasons
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
And Eulogy,
Hmm.
Devargo loves a
I
lot.
love eulogy.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love eulogy.
yeah. So even I
Like
love
if you have
Eulogy, but he
to
relates
ask me,
to it a very
yeah,
much.
if you yes, if you ask me like my favorite episodes of 2025, That is one is
Eulogy.
eulogy and one next on Honor Go's list. It Welcome to Daddy's episode one is also there. So Honor Go will
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about
It
it.
Welcome to Daddy, the first episode and the last episode. Two craziest episodes of the entire year.
Yes.
Like, man, you don't
Yes.
even comprehend what happens in the show. Just watch it. Just watch it.
Yes. There's so
So,
much thing that
yes.
happens.
Okay, now Andor. Something Andor season 2.
Oh God.
Oh my god. So I am
Oh God.
telling Devargo to watch it for the last 5 years. So watch
Okay.
Andor. Well, not actually 5 years. It came out last year. But okay,
I
I'm saying it
yeah.
every day to watch Andor
I
season 2.
will watch it before I die.
He watched one episode of it and then quit the show for some reason. I have no idea what is he doing with
No,
his life.
it's not like I. No, it's not. I told you, it's not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it is not for Andor.
I
I
know,
am
I
just
know.
fed up with Star Wars
I
at
know,
the
I know, I
moment.
know.
So yeah,
I know.
yes,
No,
in general.
I am also fatigued by Star Wars, but yeah, I just I Andor
Yes.
is straight like it's a festival film of Star Wars. Like I don't have any
Okay.
words
Okay.
to say. Andor is not
Okay.
even related to Star Wars, honestly speaking. So like Andor is set in a
Oh yeah. Yeah.
completely different universe of its own. So the Rogue One universe, which I call it. So the like I
Hmm.
loved Rogue One. It's one of my favorite Star Wars films, if not the best Star Wars film in my
Hmm.
opinion. So Rogue One I loved. So Andor season one also I loved. Andor season two is peak. Just like I would keep Rogue One the best, then Andor season two, then Andor season one. So season two was better than season one. Season two, the last 6 episodes, it's crazy. It's like it's such a like it's a Godfather level writing it has. So like
Hmm.
Devargo
Oh
should watch
damn.
it for for some reason. And
Sometime before
again
I die.
Stellan Skarsgård, the second Stellan Skarsgård project after Sentimental Value.
Yes.
So okay,
Yes.
Squid Game Devargo say
Okay. I think both
season
of
two and
our
three.
opinions are controversial here. Yes. Season three. What? There is. I
It
don't think
was
there's a season
separated
three.
in two seasons, two and three.
No, two volumes, I
I
think. Two
mean, whatever,
volumes.
it was two seasons only. So
Yeah,
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 yes.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we can interpret it that way. But yeah, I think me and Honorgo's opinion here is a bit controversial because people do not like the ending of Squid Game. And we thought it was a pretty, like, what should I say?
I believe it's a
Uh,
great ending.
pretty
I,
po
it's a
pretty
great,
poetic ending. Yeah, that
very,
was the
very.
word I was looking for. So,
It's a very well
yes,
written
so
ending.
we were actually pretty surprised to see the online discourse regarding the finale of this season
I
because
have one fun
I
fact
mean
here.
there are some
I,
weak,
I have one fun
yeah,
fact.
yeah,
In the Voice of Hindraja review, the verdict section, I wrote 5 out of 5 humans are dot dot dot. So that's the episode name
oh,
of the last episode
nice.
of Squid Game. So, and the last
Yes,
dialogue too.
yes,
So
yes,
watch it.
yes, yes. No, I think yeah, for me personally, season one of Squid Game is better, but I think also season two is a pretty
No, no,
strong.
of
Uh,
course, any day.
yes, yes,
But yeah,
yes.
season two, I believe the ending worked very much for me. Again, the same problem. I see the online discourse regarding 4 of these shows here: Peacemaker, Squid Game, Last of Us, Stranger Things. All these 4 shows, people were disappointed by for some reason by the finale. I
Hmm.
don't know what happened to the audience nowadays, but okay, fine.
Hmm.
Pluriverse.
No,
Okay, so
no, actually, you were right. There are three seasons to Squid Game, not two volumes.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So okay,
Hmm.
Pluribus. Okay, let's not talk about it.
Florivers,
It's just
no, the Florivers, the thing is, we both started it and we have not ended
ended it.
the
Yeah,
series
so
yet.
we
So,
watched 3 episodes.
yes,
So, but it's phenomenal from that. So
it's
yeah,
pretty good. But
we
we
will
will
finish
not
it soon.
let our judgment out till we have
Of
like
course,
watched the
we
entire
will
thing.
upload a
But
review.
yes, exactly.
Okay, Stranger
Okay,
Things.
next one.
Stranger Things. Okay, Stranger Things. Okay, Stranger Things. First of all, let me add to this. This was the first show I watched, first web series I watched in my life, even before Netflix came to India. My father brought a Blu-ray of Stranger Things from SRFTA, which is a film school here, which is one of the top film schools in the world. So that
Hmm.
was the first season of Stranger Things, and I didn't know what Stranger Things is. I thought it's some kind of parallel avant-garde film of Netflix or some company. So, and then I watched it on the TV, and like
Okay.
uh, it was pretty enjoyable because I was already a fan of these stories. Like I was a fan of Goosebumps when I was a child. So I read a lot of Goosebumps
Yes.
books and like the Choose Your Own Ending Goosebumps books, which was later done in Black
Hmm.
Mirror Bandersnatch in films. So I watch those like Goosebumps B movies on YouTube. So the Stranger Things gave me that adventure vibe of venturing into this
Hmm.
unknown land, and slowly it turned into something much greater. And today, like not today, January
Yes.
1st, it ended. So now, Devarko, can you speak about the ending?
Yeah, also, no, I will first speak about my experience with Stranger Things
Hmm.
because Stranger Things was the first web series I watched in my life ever during the lockdown period. And I think that was my first actually. After that, I fell into this rabbit hole of watching films and now making films. So, Stranger Things was the start of that because I watched Stranger Things, then I watched Dark in Netflix, then I watched Money Heist, if I remember correctly. And then I watched Interstellar. I was like, there are so many series. I watched great series and I have to watch some great movies. Then I watched Interstellar, which is my favorite film of all time. So yeah, so Stranger Things is directly
Same,
responsible
by the way.
for yeah for me to fall into this rabbit hole of films and filmmaking. So it will always have a special place in my heart. And regarding the final season, I think Volume One is very very strong, and the internet agrees with us on that. The internet says that volume 2 is shit, and we don't agree with that at all. I think it is. See, volume 2 felt like the calm before the storm. Yes, not much happens in it, but it what happens is necessary. And volume 3, like the volume 3 is only one episode, 1 2 hour long episode.
It's a movie. It's a
And
movie.
there has been, yes, it's a movie in that sense.
It
It also
released
got
in
a
theaters
theatrical
also.
release.
Yeah, so it's a movie only.
Exactly. So the thing with the final episode, yes, I agree with the internet that there is a less of
Rest of the
action and
action,
fighting
but
and
but I
everything.
don't. I It didn't
Yes,
matter for me. So I don't watch Stranger
exactly.
Things
It
for the
did.
action. That is the thing.
Yes. So I think the most beautiful thing is the Duffer Brothers. Like when I was watching the last episode of Stranger Things, the when the fight ended and everything, I checked the time, like how much time is remaining in the episode. I thought
1 hour.
maybe 15 minutes will be remaining. No, I thought there would be
Yeah,
15
I
minutes
agree.
remaining
I
for
did same. I did the same.
wrapping up the everything, but there was 1 hour remaining. I was like, wait, what is gonna happen now? And I think Duffer Brothers really took a great call in like dedicating an entire hour for us to sit with these characters one last time and say goodbye to them.
Then
And
the favorite
I,
moment of the
yeah,
episode is not from the fight. The favorite moment is from the actual
exactly,
ending scene of the show, which is the
exactly.
actual
And
thing that should happen in a
yeah,
good screenplay.
exactly. I agree. And I love the how it ends. Like, I don't want to spoil it if anyone has not watched it, but there is a passing of torch moment, and I love how they handle that. So yeah.
And like, no, just not that. And also, like, people are not
Hmm.
understanding. They are saying that why is the fight not more greater in scale and stuff. The honestly, the fight, the ending fight which happened at the 1 hour mark of the episode is a reference to the first fight they did with the mind flare. So which was like the
Hmm.
circling of the mind flare and then attacking them
Hmm.
from all sides. That was the poetic reference of the episode. Like the entire episode is a poetic callback to all the things that happened before. So that is what made
Right.
me in love with this episode so much, and I thought it was like
Yes.
for me the I think the second or third favorite episode of the entire series. So yeah.
Yes. And I wanna add Stranger Things gave us the best character of 2025, which is Suck My Fat One. Delightful
Derek.
Delightful Derek. That is the best character of 2025. So yeah.
Sure, sure.
Yes.
Okay, the studio, yeah. So the studio is like honestly one of the best series of the year. It's a great
Yes.
series. It's we watched Adolescence in the beginning of this year, and then we watched Studio. Both are the two most
Hmm.
peak web series of the year,
Yeah.
and the studio is like the every single episode of this series is such a nerd bashed like nerd embedded
Hmm.
nerd coded series. Like every single episode has this reference to this movie and that was such a great like thing to have.
Yes.
So and like the one episode is a complete Warner, and the episode name is Warner, and it's about films
Yes.
about Warner, films which are Warner. So
Yes.
and it has cameos from filmmakers who did Warner. So like what a great series,
Yes.
and it ended so well. And it the ending will take you
Yes.
to tears of most of this series and this too. So
Mm.
yeah, the adolescence. Yeah. So now you speak about adolescence. Finally.
Oh God, adolescence, like I personally discovered this film because like all of a sudden it felt like one day I woke up and the entire world was talking about adolescence on Twitter and Reddit and everything. So this was very hyped, and I was like, okay, there are 4 episodes and people are talking like every episode is a oneer. Okay, let's check it out. But yeah, the way, so there are two aspects to this, right? Adolescence, like there is one filmmaking aspect to it, and there is of course the narrative aspect to it. And I don't think any of them weigh each other down. I think they work in harmony to create what is, I think Adolescence is also my favorite series of 2025.
Yeah,
So
it is. It is. It is.
yes, so filmmaking wise, yeah, I mean, uh, what do I say?
I
Onargo, as an
met I
editor, what do
met
you want
the
to
I
say
met
about
the I
Adolescence?
met the DOP at IFI. That is a very
Yes.
lucky moment to have with
Oh
me. I
yes,
met
yes,
the
yes.
DOP and
Right.
the assistant director, who were physically
Yes.
present at IFI, and they discussed how they took the shots, and that was such an interesting
Yeah.
conversation to hear, like how the school shot
Yeah.
was done and how the drone was made and everything. So watched like I am so lucky to have like one of the like the best films list, and I met the directors of those films. Like I met a Poet's
Yes,
director, I met
exactly.
the President Cakes director, I met My Father Shadows director, I met Adolescence's
Yes.
DOP, and like the film is ran by the DOP. Like the Adolescence web series is like
Yeah.
done by the DOP only. Like the Oscar should go to the DOP only for
Yes.
whatever reason. Yeah.
Yes.
So okay. So
No,
now,
I want to ask you,
huh?
oh, no, go, wait,
Okay.
wait. As an editor, what do you feel about adolescence?
Okay, that is that
Uh,
I would like that job. Like I wouldn't I would like to be paid
Yes.
millions and not edit anything. So I that is
Yes.
lovely.
Yes.
That is
Just add the
I will just
Netflix
add the
logo.
Netflix logo and the credits to the end, and that's a brilliant job.
Yes.
I agree. I know, as an
Uh,
editor, it's a very good thing, honestly. What? Let's not bash it
yeah.
as a bad thing.
There should be more projects like adolescence.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's make a Warner film next.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's make a horror film someday. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so let's
Okay,
skip
finally,
over
we
the
have
ones we
arrived.
already spoke about. Just tell about
Yeah,
the order.
sure. Yeah, so number 10 is Squid Game. I mean, of course, I and Onako both liked it, but there were series that we liked, I liked more personally. I think Squid Game season 2, as I said, is a very strong series.
Hmm.
And okay, next one is Daredevil. We talked
Which we
about
talked
this. Okay,
about. Yeah.
next one
The
is
bear.
number 8 is The Bear. Onargo, I think he didn't watch the latest season
No,
of
I
it,
watched season
but
one
I,
only.
okay, only season one, right, right. So the latest, see, the Bear, every year the Bear releases a new season, and every year it has managed to make it to my top 10 list. And the Bear is, I think, like a modern classic in that way. Like it is ongoing series, but I'm pretty sure, like I personally will rank this as a modern classic.
Yeah, so
That's
you
how
are
good
saying
it
they
is.
cooked. Okay, they cooked.
Hey, they cooked. They absolutely cooked. Yes. The Bear is always good. Like there is no bad episodes of The Bear for me. Okay,
Okay.
the next one is Last of Us. We talked
We
about
talked
this.
about all
Peacemaker,
the
we
others,
talked
you know.
about this. Yes. All right. Okay. Then I wanna add one thing about it. Welcome to Radio. We talked about this a bit, but I wanna add
Mm.
that I honestly had no faith in it. Welcome to Daddy. Okay,
Yeah.
I watched the trailer and I was like, yeah, this looks okay,
And then
but
one more thing, you
I
know,
am not.
he came to know later, while like before watching It Welcome Today, he came to know that the director Andy Muschietti, who made the It films, is also the director of Flash, and he was already disappointed at that, and so he
Yes,
didn't expect any more to come out
yes,
after that.
exactly. I watched trailer. I was like, yeah, yes, sure, it looks okay, but I'm not really excited about this. But when it came out, I was like, okay, I will. The Honorgo said it's very good, so I was like, okay, I will watch it maybe. And yeah, I've watched the first episode, and what the hell,
Right,
honestly,
right.
what the hell?
The first 10 minutes of the
The
first
entire,
episode will like make you vomit. So
yeah,
be ready. Don't watch while
yeah.
eating.
Not only that, I think this is a bit of a spoiler, but since it's the first episode, I think it's okay to talk
Ha
about
ha.
it. Like the way this series was marketed, like the first before the first episode came out, even in the trailers, a certain set of these kid actors were marketed as the protagonists, right?
Yeah,
And after the first episode, it changes.
yeah,
Like the
yeah,
set
yeah,
of
completely.
protagonists literally changes. And I think that is such a good direction for a show. It's like Psycho, you know.
It's clickbait.
When Psycho came out,
It's like cozy
yes,
clickbait.
yes, exactly. When Psycho came out all those years, you cast this high-profile actress as the protagonist of your film.
Haha, right,
And then when
right,
people watch the
right,
film
right,
Psycho,
right.
in 50 minutes the protagonist dies and the protagonist changes. And I
Absolutely,
think that
absolutely.
I had that same reaction watching it Welcome to Delhi. Like, what happened? Where
It's
did the
crazy.
core cast go, bro? There is no plot armor in this. What is happening? But yeah, okay. I think there are a lot of repeats in my and Onorgo's top TV
Yeah,
series
yeah,
list,
yeah.
but yeah, the order is just different.
Yeah, there
But
are a lot
the
of
studio
repeats
is
in
also,
most of our lists. Like we have
yeah, yeah,
comments
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot.
I mean, we have pretty similar tastes. That's why
Only,
you
only,
opened this
only
channel
the
and
fact that
podcast.
Debargo didn't watch the Ify films, which he will soon watch. So those
Yes,
are also
I will
cheats.
watch it.
Debargo
Yeah,
should watch it. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. Sure,
anyways,
sure.
so let's end this podcast today. We will talk about
Yeah.
more films in the next episode. We will talk about Indian films in the next episode. We will also talk about other fun stuff which you will soon come to know. But yeah, so stay tuned. We will
Yes.
do this podcast hopefully once in a week if Devarko is again not
Yes.
busy in making AI slop. So
Oh
so
God.
let's
That was not necessary, bro.
okay. So for context, we have a AI slop channel, which is which
এটাকে কাটা যাবে এটা তো থাকবে না podcast.
we will soon talk more about it in the next episode. So
Yes,
we will
yes.
talk about
Yeah,
our AI slop masterpieces like birds of a feather.
yes, sure.
So yeah,
Oh
we will
God.
talk about that.
Sure.
Okay. So thank you
Yes. No,
everyone.
you guys also wait,
Yeah.
you guys also let us know about your top 10 movies and TV series list. We would love to check them out. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Please let us know in the comments and please do subscribe and please do check out
Yes.
our reviews and we are only like
Uh,
26 subscribers old so please do mind
yes.
subscribing so that we soon will bring bigger filmmakers. As you can see, we are already are privileged to meet these people whom we talk about right
Yes.
now. So we will bring those filmmakers
Yes.
and talk about how they made those films and everything. So please do follow us and you will come to know a lot about what how actually films are made in today's world and the industry, how it
Yes.
functions.
Yes.
So
Yes.
thank you everyone.
Yeah. So that's
Now
it.
let's
Yes,
how
that's
to
the
how to end this shit,
unusual
like
yappers.
do
Yeah, I
people.
got it. I got
Yeah,
it.
so
So we are the unusual yappers and we are signing out.
okay, okay, let's sign off. Let's
Okay.
peace out. Okay,
Yeah. Peace
bye.
out.